So, we all know that Hasbro is planning something with Power Rangers. Whether it's the Ninja Kids films or a brand new reboot, one thing is for sure. They are cooking something big. So I thought I'd take the time to look back on what Hasbro has done in the past and see how well they did and how it compares to other seasons that Saban did. So without further ado, let's get on into it. So let's start with what I think Hasbro did the best. The storytelling. Every episode actually mattered to the show, whether it was character growth or plot progression. Each episode built on the one before. The thing that comes to my mind first is from Power Rangers Beast Morphers, which is a little because I just watched it. But what come to mind is the fact that you have these episodes that build up, like you have the episode with Vargoyle. You have those episodes where they are like getting the Beast DNA, like the DNA, or I don't know what they call it in the show, I forget. But like the little chip thingies that absorb the Rangers like Beast DNA powers, like and that builds up, and then you have Vargoyle, and then you use Vargoyle to with the memory transducer, and then with the memory transducer they get the mega transporters. When the mega transporters, they teleport the Morph X tower. With the Morph X tower, they have enough Morph X to transport Evox to the main world, which all takes place in the final episode. But all those things I mentioned before, those take place many episodes before, so you can see how the whole time they were building up. Like you can see, they had the goal they knew they wanted in mind the whole time, did not change. And it also made the finales feel earned. Like the story led there instead of just being like silly and goofy besides the first few episodes and the last few episodes. Hasbro definitely nailed that continuous storytelling. Now, something Hasbro did like kind of good was the theme songs. They're solid, I'll admit, but they're all just remixed versions of the Go-Go Power Rangers theme song. Like, the one exception is the Cosmic Fury theme song, but even then, that one is just a remixed version of the Dino Fever theme song. But what I think is funny about that one, it doesn't say the word go at all. Like, they were like, we're going to go from saying go every word to not saying it. But I feel like if they had made each individual theme song unique, it would have made each series more unique. Like, you know, when you think of Power Rangers, sometimes your mind doesn't always go to the theme song, let alone the Mighty Morphin theme song. Like, when I think of theme songs, sometimes I'll go to, like, Wild Forces or RPMs. Like, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is not the first one I think of. But the next category, I guess you could call it, is branding. This is where I think Hasbro dropped the ball a little bit compared to Saban. Back then, Saban wasn't just promoting their toys. They were pushing their brand everywhere they could. There were crossovers, events, and tons of other merch they were selling. Meanwhile, Hasbro focused mainly on the toys and the show, which granted, that is their kind of zone, but I feel like Saban did better promoting Power Rangers more than just like selling the toys, which I understand Power Rangers is basic. If you don't know, Power Rangers is a gigantic ad for their toys. Sorry to burst your bubble. But speaking of toys, I think this is where Hasbro really struggled. Well, yes, we got the Lightning Collection, and that was great for collectors. It also replaced the Legacy line, which not only was going for a while, it had Zords included. While we got the Zap line from Hasbro, and that showed some promise, we only ever got 3 Megazords. The main Dino Megazord, the Dragon Zord, and the Astro Megaship. You didn't get anything else, and I'm pretty sure Hasbro has canceled that line along with Lightning Collection. And honestly, they never even finished a full toy line from the shows. Like with Beast Morphers, we missed the Beast X King Zord, and only had one Monster of the Day, and some of the main villains. Like, we didn't get a Skrull figure. How did we not get Skrull? Like, they could have even made up for this. He returned for Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury. But you want to know why I think he wasn't included? He's an original mold. He's an original creation by Hasbro, so they can't just take the mold from Super Sentai or Toei and mold it there. Well, I understand some of the molds, like Roxy's and Evoxy's, I believe they were never toys made in Toei. I feel like they also kind of just chose which ones would be more recognizable, which would be Evox, Roxy, Blaze, those ones. However, I'm still upset we never got a Robo Roxy figure. We only got Robo Blaze, which kind of makes even less sense. But Dino Fury, they didn't give us the Electro Battle Armor, many of the main villains. Like, we didn't even get, I don't think we got a Void Queen figure. We didn't get half the generals. I don't even think we got a Monster of the Day. We got those little figures of Monsters of the Days, but they weren't sized to where they could fit on a shelf like that. We got Void Knight, Lord Zed, Boom Tower, and Henchman. That's it, which is sadly kind of become the standard nowadays. You get the main villain, a general, and a henchman, I guess you could call it, not henchman. And then you also, I guess for this one they decided to throw in Lord Zed. So, and then they also didn't give us two of the Zords. They didn't give us, well, technically three. They didn't give us the Pack-a-Smash Sword and the Cosmic Raptor Zords. Very upset about that. I loved Cosmic Raptor Zords. They were very cool. And Dino Fury never gave us those. And then Cosmic Fury, we got a Megazord, which I have over here. That's why I'm pointing over there. We got the Morpher. Doesn't even work how it was shown in the show. And then we got a roleplay set, which has Zato's Zenith Ranger mask. But then he comes with the sword that was never shown in the show. So they really kind of fell off there, and they never gave us the action figures for it. Well, there is hope they can give us it one day. I personally just don't think it's going to happen. Like, I think they're more focused on Mighty Morphin right now in their Reignition toy line, which I can understand. A lot more people do like the Mighty Morphin toys and stuff. But it's like, that's the main season. Like, that should be your focus right now. Cosmic Fury. And this is another time where I'm like, well, they didn't have original. They would have had to make original molds for the toys. They didn't think that was worth the money, though. So, that's kind of rough. But by far, the worst thing I think Hasbro has done is stop making consistent content. Instead of releasing a new season every year, which worked fine for 30 years, they've slowed down production to reimagine the franchise for older audiences, which, I get it, a lot of fans like us grew up. But if it weren't for what Power Rangers being a kid's show, we wouldn't be fans. So that means we don't have, other kids don't have the opportunity to grow up watching Power Rangers. Instead, I think they're going for a more teenage vibe, like for teens, which means you have to be around my age to be able to watch Power Rangers, because most parents are not going to let you watch something if you're not of the legal age. And Power Rangers is such a big part of my childhood, so many of your guys' childhood, which I think that's why it does not need fixing. I think they should have just left it. They should have just continued the way. Especially, we got some really great Sentai seasons. There's Spoon Boonger, Zenkaiger, Dawn Brothers, Lupin Ranger vs. Powder Ranger. Everybody wanted that. Especially, that's what they could have done this year for SPD technically being taking place this year. I guess they could have done it next year as like an SPD next gen. But I also understand in the comics they've already established that SPD keeps the same kind of standards, suits. But at the end of the day, it's not my decision. It's whatever Hasbro does next, and I'll be watching it, even if it's just to inform you guys on what's happening. And I promise to stay loyal and be your That Power Rangers guy forever. But before I go, I would just like to say that me making this video does not mean I'm done with Ninja Quest. I've just decided that instead of posting like once every 2 weeks for Ninja Quest, or 3 weeks, I forget how much time I did that. Instead, I will work on a video to make it consistent to where I have one every week, and then I can work on Ninja Quest throughout that, which will take a little longer for Ninja Quest, but I get to produce weekly content for you guys, so I do hope you guys do enjoy that. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think Hasbro did best with Power Rangers. Thanks for watching, and as always, may the power protect you.